Hey guys, today I want to make a video about vitamin D deficiency and depression. There's often a common link between the two, but I wanted to kind of explore, does one cause the other, or if it's just a correlation. So to answer the question, does vitamin D deficiency cause depression? No, it does not. There's been no studies that actually see that being vitamin D deficient causes depression. However, there is a correlation between the two. If you are vitamin D deficient, you may have depression, or if you have depression, you may be vitamin D deficient. But the depression is typically caused by a chemical imbalance in your brain, and so there's really no evidence that suggests that vitamin D deficiency leads to depression. And I think that depression is one of those illnesses where even doctors nowadays, it's kind of hard to pinpoint what actually causes it because the brain is so complex. But there are medications that help. So no, vitamin D deficiency does not cause depression. But I'm just going to tell you guys my story, which kind of made me want to talk about this. And I wrote an article on my blog, so I'll be looking at kind of what I wrote down, just taking some notes. So basically, my story was last year in May. I started feeling a little bit sluggish, lethargy. I really didn't have a lot of energy to do things, and I stayed inside a lot. I didn't want to go outside and go to the pool or do things that you normally would do during the summer. I was really just tired. My bones were kind of achy, and my muscles were, I didn't seem as strong as I used to be. Not saying that I'm pushing a ton of weight or anything, but my body felt like it was kind of sick. But I didn't really I wasn't like coughing or anything. I just knew that something was wrong. So a couple months later in August, I ended up going in the hospital for my depression. And when you're in the hospital in an inpatient facility like I was, you had to get your blood drawn because a lot of the people who are in the hospital with you, they're not just depressed, they're also kind of they may be addicted to drugs or trying to detox and stuff like that. So they're basically testing my blood so that I'm not taking any illegal drugs. So I tested my blood, and they showed that I was very low in vitamin D. I was actually in like the lowest category. I guess there's like different categories, and I was in the very last category. So my vitamin D levels were very low. So what they did was my doctor prescribed me a 50,000 IU vitamin D pill, and I would take it once a week, and I took it for 8 weeks. And eventually, it takes a while for it to get into your system, since it's fat soluble, which means that it's stored in your fat cells. So it took a while for me to notice any difference, and I eventually started to. I wasn't feeling as tired all the time, but I still had depression symptoms. My depression, even today I still kind of struggle with depression type symptoms. So just having that vitamin D supplement didn't really help. I still do take a vitamin D supplement. I take 5,000 IUs per day, which there's a lot of studies out there that suggest that taking too much vitamin D could be harmful because it is fat soluble. So if you have too much vitamin D in the fat in your body, you could actually get sick. So just be careful with supplements. Always go to your doctor first and talk about it. But the best source of vitamin D is going outside and getting into the sun. Now this could be for like 20-30 minutes, but that is the best way to do it. And you want to make sure that you're not in like a shaded area, because you're not directly getting the sun's light. So make sure that you're actually out inside of the sun, getting those sun rays. And if you're using like a sunscreen or something like that, I'm not exactly sure if that would lower your vitamin D levels, but that's something that you guys could look up if you have like sensitive skin or anything. So, but I just go out and I get the sun. I'm not really too concerned about wearing sunscreen, since I'm not going outside for 4 hours, 5 hours at a time. I don't work outside or anything like that. So yeah, vitamin D deficiency doesn't really cause depression, but I think it could make your depression symptoms worse, because when you're low on vitamin D, it's such an essential vitamin that does a bunch of different processes for your body, and when you're low, it makes your body even feel worse, and then your depression makes you feel worse. So I can understand why people think that there is a causation between the two, because they are kind of correlated together. They both really suck, and they kind of like feed off of each other. You're depressed, so you're not going outside, you're not doing things, you're staying in bed, and so you're not getting your vitamin D levels, and makes you feel worse, and then you get more depressed because of that. And so it's just it's like a snowball effect, really. I'm just gonna scroll down real quick. Let's see. So like I said, I mentioned I take a supplement for my vitamin D deficiency. I still take it every day. I try to get outside as much as I can, and my therapist actually recommended some sort of light, a therapy light. Now at first I was like, oh, this sounds lame, you know, this doesn't really work. But this was during the winter, so it was very cold outside. I didn't want to go outside, and I was still kind of fighting my depression on a daily basis really bad. So she recommended a therapy light, and my mom actually has a therapy light as well, because she has seasonal affective disorder, so her mood kind of swings when the seasons change. So I'm going to show you the one that I got, and it's pretty big. I got a therapy light, and it looks just like this. It's called the Happy Light Verilux, and basically all you do is plug it in, and then there is a power button, and you turn it on. And so what I would do is, like right now the desk is in front of me, so if I was typing on my computer, I would have it just sitting in the corner with the light kind of facing me, and I would use that for maybe 20 to 30 minutes. And I did notice some improvement. You know, if it's like a cloudy day out and you need that vitamin D, use the light, because you're getting some of that vitamin D from it as well. But my doctor did recommend that it would be, or it had to be 10,000 lux. Like, I'm not exactly sure what that means. So I got a 10,000 lux one. So check out a therapy light if that is something that you think that could help you. If you're not someone who necessarily can go outside all the time, or, you know, winter is not anytime soon, but during the winter months, if you live in an area where it's really cold and you don't want to go outside, check out a therapy light. I'll link this one in my description to check it out on Amazon. I am an Amazon affiliate, so that I just wanted to say that. But this one was actually really expensive. My mom actually bought this for me, but there are a lot cheaper. There are a lot cheaper ones on Amazon. I think I saw some for like 30 bucks. They're a little bit smaller, but I think that those cheaper ones may be the better bet for you guys. So I think they're like $30 to $40. So check that out. I'll leave the link to the description for mine down there. Not pressuring you guys to buy it or anything. So I will leave a link down below as well to my blog post that kind of gives you guys some more information. I also have an additional link from it's called the Vitamin D Council. I think it's pretty legit website. There's basically a lot of studies that they show different symptoms of depression and vitamin D deficiency. So I just wanted to end this video with, you know, I'm not a medical doctor in any way, so this is just my experience. You know, talk to your doctors, your therapist, psychiatrist, or whatever, before you make any of these drastic changes. You know, talk to your doctor about the therapy light. Talk to your doctor about getting your vitamin D levels tested, or, you know, talk to your doctor about a possible vitamin D supplement if you think that's something that you need. So don't just take my advice. Make sure that you go out and talk to your medical professionals first before making any decisions. And kind of on a side note, I think what I'm going to be doing is starting a new series for you guys, because my channel is dedicated to gaming and depression, trying to find those who kind of suffer from depression or mental health and who enjoy video games. So it's kind of a small niche, but I think what I'm gonna do is start a weekly like depression tip video. It'll be pretty short. Yeah, that's just kind of an idea I'm throwing around. I've noticed that my depression videos are a lot more popular than my gaming videos, so I may just bump up the amount of depression videos I do. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, if you think a weekly depression tip video would be helpful, or yeah. So check out the links down below, all that information, and I hope that if you are suffering from depression, or if you have vitamin D, that you can keep on taking the necessary steps. I know how difficult it is. Just the other day I was debating, you know, cutting my wrists and everything, so I know what it feels like, guys. So hang in there. I know it's cliche, but you know, keep on working with your doctors, keep on working with family members or anything. You know, just keep on trying hard, and yeah. So thanks guys for watching. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, share it with your friends if you think there's anyone who could benefit from this. And yeah, we're all in this together. So yeah, my cat is still sleeping. That's all he does all day. He's literally been in every single video, I think, since every single depression video I've made. So yeah, anyway, thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.